Hi everyone, this is Obsessive Prepper. I just wanted to give you all an idea of some of the things that I've been working on the last week, week and a half. I have several cans of the number 10 cans, and for food storage, always a great idea, but I wanted to do some of the things that I've been watching on YouTube and videos of meals in a jar. Wanted them to be able to be ready to go, just add water, so that I could have a supply that we could either throw in our vehicles if we needed to get out, or let's just say it's just chaos. I mean, we don't know what possibly could happen, and I didn't want to have to sit there and try to figure meals out. So I have my number 10 cans for storage for if stabilization and I just need food. But then I also started working on the quart-size meals in a jar. I've been working on getting them stable versus being on a shelf, and I decided that I was going to pack them in the the 6-gallon barrels. I also put in Ziploc bags, paper plates, the Mylar bags to cook them in. I didn't have room for the buckets, so then I'm going to figure a way to attach them to the handles onto the buckets so that I have plates and a way to make the food in Mylar bags. Now, I could have packed the jars instead of in the jars in the Mylar bags, but I like being able to see what you have. And then I also like the idea of once you use the jars, you can always use the jars to store more things or store water. So that's what I ended up doing. A few things that I did also on top of that, I made a little package of oatmeal, and inside the oatmeal I put a little Ziploc bag of sugar. Granted, there's not any flavoring in there, but I figured in a pinch it's definitely a filler and at least would have one kind of breakfast item. I also did candy. I figured in a pinch, it's always good to have a little bit of something sweet, make you happy. I just put these in also. They're fuel bars. I kind of thought, if I had the space that I was going to do something with it, so I added some fuel bars that you could either boil the water. These guys will cook 8 to 10 minutes, which are kind of neat. It's a self-sustained. It's made for fire, to start fires, but it also sustains itself, that you could put it under a cup or a pot and boil 8 to 12 minutes with something like that. I put Clorox cleanups. I just figured things to wipe your hands, keep yourself clean, the things around you clean. Some napkins, a lighter. These are my jars. I did Spanish rice, chili, baked ziti, tortilla soup, cheese turkey noodle casserole, and minestrone soup. These are all freeze-dried, just to add water. There are a couple items in there with noodles in it. I just figured I'd add the water and let them soak first, and then I can cook everything. So like I had said, I decided I was going to pack them in the 6-gallon jugs. There's another set of jars in there. I also added inside of them spoons, and then these little utensil sets. They come with salt, pepper, fork, and knife. They didn't come with a spoon, so I had the spoons off to the side. I didn't do, basically what I've got in here is 11 quarts of meals. I figured that would get me by for 11 days for 4 people. Possibly you could probably pinch it for 6 people. So what I ended up doing, before I put these in here, sorry my video is a little jiggly, I'm not used to doing this, but I kind of wanted to show everybody what I was doing. So my oatmeal is going to go down in the center, and then I'm going to stack my meals in my jug. Tortilla soup, my baked ziti. I have 2 of each meal. Other than my Spanish rice, I only have 1 meal, and that's because I don't have enough room, but I didn't want to leave the extra room. I am forgetting. What I ended up doing is taking this, wrapping it together, and then I'm shoving this down in the center. Sorry, the little movement here. It's so much easier when you don't have your hands with a camera. Sorry about that. Okay, it's in there. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with my tortilla soup and my Spanish rice. Now, it is a little tight, so I have to jiggle it a little bit to get it down in there, but it does, and it works out perfect. My candy goes in along the side. And then my little fuel bars, and like I said, I still have room in here, so, you know, I may, as time goes on, add something else to it. I figured, you know, like maybe I could do a couple FoodSaver baggies, just small ones, of some fruit. And then basically it is all loaded in there with my lid, which I will seal, and my paper plates and my Mylar bags to cook it in. And then basically it is 12 meals, one being oatmeal and then the rest being lunches or dinners for 4 people. Each bucket, like I said, is 12 days of food, or 11 days with one breakfast. So I've got, give or take, 44 days ready to go. And each bucket, I figured out that it would take approximately 3.5 gallons of water to cook it. So then the extra 1.5 gallons you could use for cleaning or drinking. And then also we figured what we would do is per bucket grab 2 of our 5-gallon water jugs. We've got the Sparklet, we've got plenty of water on storage of the 5-gallon jugs to go. So we figured what we would do is if we had to get out, we would grab 1 bucket and 2 5 gallons of water. If 2 buckets, you know, obviously 5 gallons of water. So it just depends, and we kind of figured we would disperse it between vehicles if we had to actually get out. Again, that's what I wanted to show, and if anybody has any recommendations other than the Mylar bags, I've been around trying to figure out ways to cook. Granted, like I said, I could have put them in the Mylar bags, but I started out with the quart size jars, and that's what I ended up with. You all have a wonderful day, and God bless.